Page 3, we have some definitions. We've looked into Facebook study, and we're going to call something like this an observational study. With an observational study, we will observe differences in what we call an explanatory variable and try to determine if there's a difference in an outcome variable. In the Facebook study, the explanatory variable was how much time students spent using Facebook, and the outcome variable was the GPA for those students. The observational study merely observes students' behavior and does not impose any sort of restrictions on them as to how much they should do of the explanatory variable. In contrast to this, we have an experiment in which we do impose the differences on students in their behavior. So if we had done an experiment for the Facebook example, we would have told students, you get to use Facebook for 0 hours a week, you get to use Facebook for 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week, etc. And then we would use that to determine if that had a role in the value of their GPA in the end, or their outcome variable. The people involved in the study that we tested on are called subjects. Subjects don't have to be people. They can be rats, they can be trees. They're any individuals in which we are measuring values of the explanatory and outcome variables for them. Lastly, when we're working with an experiment, we can impose a treatment or a specific regimen or procedure that is assigned to each of the subjects. So again, if we had made an experiment out of the Facebook example, we would go through and specifically tell people how many hours of Facebook they would get to use each week, and that would be a treatment for them. Treatment doesn't have to be medicine, it's just what we are asking them to do for their explanatory variable. Some notes about this is that observational studies are vulnerable to the presence of lurking variables. So as we saw in the Facebook example, we saw things like being a science, technology, engineering, or math student, or being a graduate student, and that affecting the GPAs of the students, and Facebook happened to be linked to that as well. In addition to this, we want to make sure then that we can have a well-designed experiment. So if I can make sure that everybody is equal in all aspects except for my explanatory variable, then I can probably say that it's my explanatory variable that's causing the differences between them.